Greetings. And if you're watching from my Facebook page, Cut the Check, welcome. There's not a lot of talk about reparations since it first gained nationwide attention, but let me show you who is talking about reparations and who they think should get it.
So what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where was the beginning of the supply chain? That was in Africa. And when across the entire world, when slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce, was the British. In Great Britain, they abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, we need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages. Absolutely, that's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
Don't sleep. Don't think because it isn't being talked about as to who it's owed, that isn't being talked about as to who can get it. And if you ain't fighting or demanding it, like you know they owe you some money after they done spent trillions in COVID relief behind some vaccines that some now admit really didn't do a thing for you, then that's on you. Because they coming for your money. The same way they came for your ancestors.